FBI informant lied to nab attorney and pop bribe in a jury hears. Um, this involves some characters that I don't know personally, but I've certainly been in the room with some of these similar character types. We have an attorney who's a real estate attorney from the Medford area, and he gets hired by a group called Theory Wellness who are trying to open some retail stores in Massachusetts. I don't know if this guy knows shit about marijuana or cannabis law, uh, but he did know the brother of the police chief in Medford, and they set up a commission to review the applications. This is where it starts to get a little interesting. This attorney approached the brother of the police chief of Medford, inquiring about what it would take to get a favorable review from his brother, the police chief, and lean on the mayor to get this company to one of these local licenses. Now, as soon as this attorney approached the brother, he went to this brother, the police chief, then called the FBI, and this game was on like Donkey Kong. And the cautionary tale is that if you're at a meeting and somebody tries to ask you for money to assure you that you're going to get something from the government, your butt should pucker a little bit and you should wonder, am I being taped? Because I've been in those rooms before and it gets real uncomfortable when someone offers to be a consultant or something for X number of thousands of dollars a month to make sure you get all the skids or grease to get you through the process. So this attorney met with the police chief's brother 6 times, wired up, and the jury was played the recordings. And so the attorney for this accused attorney, and this is a federal case in the federal courts in Massachusetts, so the U.S. attorney's going after him. And the brother who was wired up was cross-examined by the attorney for this target attorney and asked about, oh, you lied, and the FBI told you what to say. And I admitted, yeah, I didn't tell my brother anything else other than the first meeting. And what I said was basically what the FBI told me to say. And this is targeting what we call entrapment. And I think the problem this attorney has is that when he approached the chief's brother, he took the first steps towards committing this crime. It was not like drug in from the cold, put in a position to start committing crimes he never wanted to commit before. That's what entrapment is. If you start the process to commit this crime, cops are allowed to lie to you, and trust me, they will. They can be wired up for sound. They can put videos in rooms where you meet. They can keep the cash, give you marked cash. There's all sorts of crazy things that can happen. And then when you're sucked into court, you end up trying to defend yourself. Now, I had a similar sort of defense. Cops came to my house and assured me that everything I was doing was fine and they were working with the feds. And so we tried to argue entrapment by estoppel. Problem was, when the cop showed up, I was already growing weed. So it wasn't like they convinced me to grow weed. I was already doing it. So in the case of this attorney, um, he was not entrapped into doing something that was illegal. He started the process of illegally bribing this person to get a favorable result before the FBI got involved. So I think his argument of entrapment is not going to go very far. But it's a cautionary tale. If you're involved in getting licenses in the cannabis industry, be very, very careful of people asking you to pay money or offering to pay somebody money or other consideration to try and get ahead of the line. You can get spanked. We've had these problems in California. Some of you may have followed some of these local officials who got pinched in federal stings. It can be a problem for you. And I can tell you that the sporks they make you eat off of and the shitty clothes you have to wear in prison is not worth any of this. So be careful. I throw this back at you. What do you all think about this?
Man, the sporks, Dale. The sporks are rough.
They're
Thank you
going
for
to
the
become popular.
Yeah.
thank you for the cautionary tale, Dale. Here is I think they should outlaw the entire federal informant program period. Like outlaws, all these informants and everything. Because if you ain't snitching, you're forced into a position to snitch, and then what are you gonna do when you're on the streets again? Like a lot of people end up missing. A lot of people end up dead. Um, the whole thing's messed up, and there's no accountability. It's a lot of money gone to that programming too. That's unaccounted for as well.
So Dale, so this guy lied on the stand while testifying, correct?
Oh, he told the truth, but he told the truth that he lied to the
Got it.
attorney.
Okay, all right. That's what I was a little confused on that. So thank you for that clarification. Got it.
And they are absolutely allowed to do that.
Yes, I was going to say they're 100% allowed to do it, but if he actually did lie on the stand, then he could be prosecuted, correct?
Oh yeah, that's perjury. That's
Mhm.
perjury.
Purge. Yep.
Yeah, the purge, the big
Well,
purge.
and the way a lot of these roll up is we're watching in the national level right now that, a bunch of people get sucked into these cases and then they start rolling up people cutting deals and agreeing to testify. Now, everybody that does that's dirty. In my case, we had two guys that got arrested that agreed to turn state's evidence against me. Of course, they were lying sacks of shit, and I admitted to everything I did. But that's how this sort of happens: is you get caught up with a bunch of people, everybody gets named, and then lower people start getting offers that it's hard to walk away from, and you get cooperation agreements, and the next thing you know, um, people who are informants are on the stand, and you can't believe a goddamn thing they say. But that's how many, if not most, of these federal cases and criminal cases involving multiple people work out. Somebody dimes somebody else out. And Rico, you're right. Streets will fucking kneecap you if you're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
They never find your body. So that's sort of the battle we fight. We're stuck in between a black and a white market. And a lot of people out there, you steal $9.8 million from people in the black market, uh, they'll know exactly when it was stolen and someone's going to die.
Yep.
That's how the world works.
At least one person.
At least
At least.
one. At least one. Facts. Anyone else? Any thoughts? All right, seeing no, we're going to move right on into commercial. We're going to be right back.